Hi everybody, this is Joel Carlson of Faces of Minnesota. Today I have two special guests. They are a husband and wife team. You don't see them together on television, but they both work for KSTP. One is Jessica Miles, who is a KSTP anchor, and the other one is Cory, who does the digital media work for KSTP and also does some reporting on it as well. So I'd like to welcome both of them and ask them their first question. First, where did both of you grow up? And what schools did you attend?
Well, I grew up in Lakeshore, which is up near Nisswa, kind of in the Brainerd Lakes area, and I went to high school at Brainerd, and then I went to college at UW-Madison.
I grew up in Forest Lake, went to Forest Lake High School, went to St. Cloud State.
All right, and so Jessica, you're obviously a TV anchor, and Cory, you do work in social media. When you were growing up, what did you want to be when you grew up?
I always thought I would be an elementary school teacher. And in fact, that's what I went to college for. I went to Wisconsin. They had an excellent elementary ed program, and I thought that's what I do. But I had to fill out my freshman course, and I thought, oh, journalism, I'd always been interested in it, but I never knew really what it was or how to get into it. And I thought, oh, I'll just take this class. And I met my professor, Professor Hoyt, and I loved him, and from then on out, it was journalism.
Very nice.
I guess I kind of got hooked on journalism, or I guess storytelling, when I was in elementary school, and I had to write a letter to someone you would like to meet. That was Paul Majors. He wrote me a letter back, signed a photograph back, and had invited us down to the studio. And from then on, I just either radio or TV or newspaper, just didn't matter. I just loved it.
All right, so in that sense, then, for both of you, what got you interested in becoming the roles that you have right now?
Money. No.
Yeah, right. Go ahead.
No, the money and short hours, and everything like that. That goes.
Lots of sleep and rest.
Right.
Right. Just very relaxed.
No stress, no pressure, nothing like that. Besides that, everything else is great.
No, really.
What got me here today?
Doing what you wanted to do.
I don't know, lucky, I guess. I mean, it's an enjoyable job. You do something different every day. There's something you experience something new every day, so it's fun to go to work.
It's not your typical job. You're not going in and sitting at a cubicle every single day. You're getting to meet new people. You're getting to learn about new things, travel, certainly all over Minnesota and all over the metro, and kind of Midwest too. And you know, years ago, KSTP used to travel a lot more than they do now. But so it's an exciting job, like he said. It's something entirely different every single day.
Cory, a question for you. Since you're in the social media digital world, what are some things that you found kind of exciting that have come out lately, and what are some things that you would kind of maybe wish go away or just kind of fade away?
Has Pinterest gone away yet?
I don't think so.
I like Pinterest. I think that's more geared toward females, isn't it?
Yes. All females. Males shouldn't be on it.
There are males on it.
Yeah, I'm on it. No, I think Facebook, Twitter, I think there's not one thing I guess I wish would go away. No, I think they all serve their own purpose. I think it's interesting to see the Pinterest. I can't quite get my head around the Pinterest just yet. You know, any extra time that I have in my life is consumed by my wife.
Yeah, right. I thought you were going to say by Pinterest.
Or chores, or cooking, or cleaning.
Kids? Oh, please.
You know.
How about kids, maybe? That might be a good blank.
Now, Jessica, do you ever ask Cory for tips on how to use these different platforms, or are you kind of on your own?
Go ahead, answer the question. I'd like to see how you answer.
I thought you were going to ask me, is there any social media that I'd like to see go away? And I was going to say, yes, all of them, because I have Cory constantly breathing down my neck saying, you got to set up a Twitter account, you got to be tweeting, you got to do Facebook, you got to accept this timeline change on Facebook, and you got to do this, and you got to do that, and why aren't you doing this, and get on this. And I'm
she
like,
barely knows how to turn on a computer.
No.
Well, I'll ask you this, Jessica. What are your more favorite ones to use of the ones that you're currently on?
You know, I used to like Facebook, but I'm actually liking Twitter more now. And I think part of me is part of the reason is because I am a news junkie. I like to know what's going on, which is a lot of the reason why I got into this industry. And with Twitter, you just got these constant feeds of, sometimes people are just sharing what they're doing or whatever, but a lot of it is news updates, and I like that. So I'm liking Twitter right now, actually.
Yeah, I've even found breaking news that it often breaks quicker on Twitter than even on television.
Absolutely.
Or on the websites, for that matter.
Yeah, right.
Sending a tweet is so easy that even updating a website takes longer, takes an image, takes processing. So,
Jessica, question for you, being in the news business, what kinds of stories do you feel more drawn to or are more of interesting to you?
Well, that's interesting because now since we've had kids, there are certain stories that impact me more.
Okay.
Such as, the story of, out in Washington, the dad, what was his name?
Oh, with the two boys?
Yes, with the two boys. I had a hard time even reading that story on the air, just with the updates every single day, with the social worker knocking on the door, and, the kids being invited in, and it was slammed in her face, and then one kid screaming, and I just, like, those stories really impact me a lot more now that we have our own kids. Those are really, really hard to read, to research, to hear.
And probably, like you said, too, even share, because you get an emotional involvement, and it's like, okay, I have to be, calm and control and cool for this story, but, sometimes it's hard to probably share a story and not get involved.
And I think, stories that are so extreme like that, that the people sitting at home are going, oh my gosh, those poor babies, that poor family.